After eons of tyranny, the demon god Adir was finally overthrown by humanity. Though fear of his terrible power endured. And so was formed the hallowed Sentinels, our duty being to stand vigil for signs of his return. Even exile to another realm could not silence the fallen god forever. And in time, Adir's malignant influence pervaded the world once more. In his hunger for vengeance, Adir orchestrated the return of his demonic army. Light was swallowed by shadow, and with it, hope. A new, grim champion arises, the Dark Crusader. And perhaps it will indeed come to pass that only they who shun the light in order to fight the darkness possess the power to defy a god.
What's up, fellow Lords of Gaming, and welcome to the first and what will be a series for Lords of the Fallen. I'm pretty excited about this game just because thematically, in terms of the visuals of the game, it's the first game that I feel like encompasses, well, no, let me take that back. It is not the first game I feel like takes the Dark Souls, high fantasy thing to that next level, because I really feel like Mortal Shell was probably one of those games that did it first. And I think where they probably missed the mark in terms of what they could have did was when they were aiming towards the procedural generation of the world, similar to the way Remnant was. I think they should have continued on that path. It's okay to deviate from what the Souls thing is. Previously, I had really hopes for Bleak Faith, and then that got released and just didn't hit the mark. So I'm looking forward to see what's going on here. Now, I have played through some, and this is going to be like a second playthrough, or like not a second playthrough, but like a first kind of react to the game. And already I'm noticing a bit of a problem, because I want to point out one of the concerns that people had was the audio for the game. And if you can see right now, we're sitting at the load screen to the game and there is no audio. It's kind of weird. Dark Souls always opened up with this like eerie kind of, like piano-ish kind of audio in the back, and there's no audio here where there should be. Even when you watch the trailer, there was a lot of coolness in terms of giving you where we're going with the game. However, it really quickly dips out in terms of, did that just really happen? That happened. Like, wow. So secondary portions of the game, and what's wrong with it is obviously the crashes. So you guys are aware, I am playing on a, you're not going to get much more powerful of a build than what I have. And I'm showing you guys this in full so that way you can get the full effect of what you're getting for the game. That was a crash on startup for the game. And my rig, I'm playing with a ASUS TUF 4090 OC edition. I've got a 13900K inside the graphics, inside the CPU, and I've got 32 gigabytes of memory. And we loaded in to a crash before the game basically even got going. It's not good. Not good at all. It's not good. So we're gonna skip past it. Let's see if we can get in now. But you can see the game is struggling here on a load screen. It is literally struggling on a load screen. So let's take a look at the settings inside the game so that way we can see what's up. So you can see I'm also playing window full screen. I am running I'm playing on the LG OLED monitor. Let's see. Like, I don't even get it. Why do you have it at 50% for resolution? Let's go over here to the sound so that way I can decrease some of the master volume. I still want the effects up. We want those at high. So let's go back to take a look at the display. FPS is unlimited, although I have a feeling that we're going to end up. You can see the DLS is super balanced. Sharpness so low. Graphics, like I said, you're not going to get any higher than what my graphics card is probably going to be able to push out. Alright, all looks good there. Multiplayer, let's say yeah, allow crossplay. None. I am playing with a controller. And there we go. Alright. Okay. So I bought the digital, so you get the digital art book, you get the 3D gallery, and you get the original soundtrack with it as well. Now, remember, one of the big selling points I think for this game is going to be the visuals, because essentially you're getting Unreal Engine 5, which should be good. In a conflict between the divide. It would have been nice to have like a voice narrating this to us. But the music in the background finally coming through where it should have came through in the front screen. This would have been cool to have there. She must feed. Feed me. Kind of linger there for a minute. See the way the camera keeps like shifting out and just getting janky?
Boreas, forgive me. And steer this weapon of deliverance to a worthier servant than I.
That voice does not go with this big dude's build. Even
You
never possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You failed.
Damn. So if you can tell, like, the audio just doesn't seem to match the flair of what's happening in the game. It's like, it's like it's not there. It's just the weirdest thing. So we get the character creation inside here. Sorry, I meant to go back. No, cancel that. So you get the Dark Crusader if you order the Dark Deluxe Edition, and you can see the weapons that he comes with. So he's got the nice big old claymore looking sword, which is cool. We also get you get the Hollowed Knight inside of here, which doesn't look too different from him, except you're basically going sword and board with a shield. Now, this dude looks absolutely fantastic. The Udarangar Warwolf. Then we get the Partisan in here. It's basically like a monk, I think, inside of here. And I like that he basically gets his like flail and stuff like that. So you can see it says here he's all-arounder class if you're interested. Now, one of the easiest ways to play Dark Souls was to play, like, I remember that some of the original Dark Souls was to play with like the lances. What is going on here with the screen? Is like, as I spin around, I was just getting, the camera was just changing for some reason, because you can just do stabbing damage, piercing damage, and it was an easy way to get around things, keep them at bay, sort of deal. Now, this class reminds me so much, or at least the look of the Ranger reminds me so much of Bloodborne, and kind of cool for that. And then we get the Exiled Stalker. You can see immediately it comes up like, hey, this is an advanced class inside of here. You don't notice that none of the other ones have had that information inside there. Then we get, I think, a lot of people's class that they're going to want to play is the Orient Preacher. So you basically the same way you had in Dark Souls, you get magic and that sort of thing inside here. Now, a lot of people are saying that the magic inside the game basically trivializes the majority of games. So I don't want to play as one of those character classes. You get the Pirate Cultist who's doing flame damage inside of here. He definitely looks creepy as hell in there, but I have to say his uniform looks pretty cool. And then you get the Condemned. So this is similar to playing Dark Souls butt ass naked, right? Like if you remember that, like loaded into Elden Ring or Dark Souls series games, and you're just naked. It's kind of funny that he's got his shit bucket with him in this scene. So that's interesting. Now, what I want to do is I want to play the game as the Dark Crusader, because that seems to be the titular character class inside there overall. So yeah, so no, cancel that. So I don't know why we do this to ourselves, but you can play as you know, do some animations to your face in terms of heads and have some changes. You're never going to see your face because you're going to put it behind all the armor in the first place, but if you want to, you know, you can always do this. On a game like Black Desert, I'll do it because kind of makes sense, because you know I got to see that character quite a bit. Here, not so much. A lot of basically went from white to full on dark. Let's go there. We got different hairs. Female hair, looks like. My man got a full-on fro. And I'm gonna imagine you're not gonna be able to see any of these hairstyles at all in any of their stuff. There's some cool looking hairstyles though. Yeah, these are some decent looking hairstyles in here. I'm gonna go with the wacky fro. Let's take a look at the facial hair. My man's got little feathers in his. So you go Wolverine on him. It's got some good looking beard styles inside of here as well. Can't complain about any of those. Just, you know, the bad part is you're just never gonna see those. Does it not allow me to change any of the hair colors? I was hoping to see maybe like changes so quickly. I was hoping to see maybe like a hairstyle change in here. So we got tattoos that we're adding in the game. They don't seem to stand out at all though. And you're never gonna see these with the goddamn helmets on. So it does, I guess it doesn't even really make a difference in all that regard, right? So some nose tattoos. These don't even seem like they stand out or they pop. Yeah, like none of these tattoos or scars or anything like that. I don't know, they just, I guess they're good liars, but they don't seem to stand out at all. So it is what it is. I guess, you know, much about nothing. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's very delayed. Let's go full muscular. And you can play around with tattoos on his chest. They just don't pop at all. Gonna go Killmonger on him. It's number 11. So number 7. Yeah, they just don't seem to pop. Like none of the tattoos seem to pop. Let's find the Killmonger look. Flames on his leg. Yeah, it's weird. Like none of these tattoos just, there we go. We'll go with that one. The body looks good. It's just, so you guess you can turn tutorials on and tutorials off. Let's see if it makes it past this screen. Loading.
Lo,
the latest receiver of his grace. Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly. And so does Aureus' wisdom guide my hand in the bestowment of this subsequent boon. Your flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders. Prove yourself worthy of this gift. Seek me in the bowels of the bridge. Our work is of the greatest import.
So I wanted you guys to see this because like I'm not pretending. I don't want to see you guys to have like questions about where the game is in terms of why some people are upset, but this is it. Like, you really can't complain about what's going on inside the game when this is what you essentially see overall. Is we haven't even played, jumped in, and there's essentially 2 crashes in the game. I just wanted you guys to see that. It is what it is. I am going to bring you guys the series inside of here and deal with what's going on with the game, but it's clearly got some things that it needs to